Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
First time we have ever seen Wonder on Twisted Fate in competitive play. I'm sure he's obviously cracked out a few games of it in solo queue, especially with how powerful it was. It was basically printing LP as easily as TF prints gold in the game. Tofu's into a tower. There's the TP. Wonder's going to be a bit separated from Heretics here as Sheo dashes across the wall. BDS looking for the Drake. Nuke going in. There's the paranoia. Sheo going forward, and there's the damage as Adam helps Nuke secure the kill. Survival has to be forced off towards the top side of the fight already. The Drake goes down as well, and it's Trimby that somehow gets it in the middle.
In the team fight, your AD carry walks into the melee range of the enemy bruiser and gets one shot. All of a sudden, you're a little bit sad that all that gold went to waste.
I think just how it's like this is by pulling Heretics around the map, and they've done that successfully. Wonder was waiting around his red buff one, but the Rift Herald is charging in, down to half HP, and with Adam here, the hook landing onto Trimby, the tower falls in the mid lane. Spyro down towards the bottom side, looking for that flank position. BDS do not have their flanks warded. Adam on the front line. There's the Paranoia. Spyro could just run in here. He's looking for it. Paranoia in. Glacial Prism used, but Spyro found the flank he was looking for and immediately dives onto ice. GiantX takes him out. Spyro able to survive, and what a perfect team fight from Heretics. Set up amazingly to find the fight. A quadra kill for Blackhead, and BDS just get caught.
Into the bot try, sneaks into the bush. GiantX uses the Nocturnal, immediately making everything dark for BDS.
No vision around it. Wonder will do this exceptionally quickly, especially when Blackhead's here to join the fray. Adam stepping forward, seeing perhaps if it has been started. Trimby looking for that flank again. We talk about the importance of flanks for Heretics. They get the TP out, and that vision in it. You have to then reset to get more wards for Trimby and get more control wards. And BDS just say, okay, you guys are gone. We're just going to look for this right now, but with the Destiny out, the hook going in from Lebrov as they try and dive in onto Wonder. He falls low, and he does get shut down. Stopwatch to block the ultimate. The Pot Blossom not there. Q3 from Adam as he dives in with the all-out, trying to kill off Blackhead, but they just can't get the damage down. And now with Adam falling, they don't really have a tank left. Sheo, left to his own devices, is forced away by GiantX, dashes the wall. Heretics get 2 more kills. Trimby can't quite land the tip of the spear. But currently, everything's coming up, but it makes sense because there are so many threats to their backline. All it takes is a Destiny Paranoia or a Pot Blossom, and you're pretty much doomed. Wonder takes the tower. 700 cooldown left. The Pot Blossom, though, available for Spyro. Sheo on the Baron, down to half HP. Adam at a third. Wonder coming in. Oh, Adam gets knocked up. Oh, Adam! Oh, the Baron's on Heretics' side. He doesn't want BDS to win today. Whatever god they've been praying to, the Heretics are apostates and do not care. The fight continues as Wonder falls low. Ice trying to get away with the cleanse, has a lantern but can't get on top of it, and Heretics clean it up again. It's gonna be a 5-for-1 fight here as GiantX pops the spell shield. Lebrov tries to get himself away. Doesn't matter. GiantX isn't needed at the Baron. They don't need his smite shield.
But I think even then, the problem was that by the time they actually turned, sure, Baron was still only at half HP, but Adam was really low, and they just gave Heretics too much space to really walk in. Adam was moving towards top, wanting to push out the wave, but because Heretics took their time, well, all of a sudden you're in a situation where you're getting caught. And I think now, for BDS, it's really tricky. Like, they have to look for a pick, they have to try to get a fight started one way or the other, because if this comp gets...
They'll be waiting a few more moments before they can actually close out this game.
They're playing very slow and patient. We've seen a lot of teams.
Adam could TP in there, but he's just been melted by the entirety of Heretics before. Nuke could go in as well, but a flanking shockwave isn't really the deadliest thing I can think of as the Paranoia comes out. Heretics laid the trap, and Nuke fell right into it. The stopwatch will buy him a second, but it's the only gold he's seeing this game. He's looking for silver at best. Heretics descend, and BDS can do nothing about it. Adam unable to do anything. Ice gonna get shut down. Wonder continues to rain hell down on Adam. Sheo and Adam, the last two standing, as Trimby continues to tank up the towers. Wonder following suit. He'll just about survive, as will Trimby. The wave pushing in the mid lane will be here in time to save the many blushes.
They got impatient Medic. All they have to do is sit in their base and just farm up for a while until Baron is about to spawn. I think if they had just waited a little longer, Heretics would probably have based, and then you can take control of the river and try to catch them when they walk in. But here we are. They went a little bit too fast, got caught, and all of a sudden the game just ends pretty quickly.
And so much credit to Heretics as well. This was a cleanly executed start-to-finish game.
Very good
It's
match.
not often we see that from Heretics. Incredible performance by them as they go to 4-2, tied in
Bot lane, we've seen that time and time again from the side of Fnatic. Yesterday, particularly, we saw a great performance coming out from Razork. How are we expecting the jungle?
an early gank bot.
I think it definitely can. Now, it is worth noting that Karmine actually invaded the enemy top side, putting a ward so they know that Douglas, at the very least, is not starting on his blue buff. But at the same time, ooh, that's a lot
Exhaust
of
going down on
medic.
Noah. Kazi trying to trade in here. There's the ignite, but Kazi gets first blood, and Jun can't get in
Noah,
range. He flashes. He gets it. Will Hylissang chase? Of course he will. It's Hilly. He loves a little bit of a barn. He loves a little bit of a battle, but now he's forced away. The slow from the Ashe autos, but it's Douglas. It's genius vitality. Are playing 16D chess while the rest of us are googling what on earth is en passant. Hylissang chasing forward as Razor's going to get forced away from these Krugs. Hilly flashes the wall and Douglas follows suit. They get the slow. Razork still has a flash of his own. Douglas needs to CC him more. He can't get in range. Can BTO get across from the side? Has the flash only level 2. And in the end, Razork gets the hell out of dodge.
They know that if Razork was up here, Photon would be very easy to kill with Olaf, and Volibear just running him down.
Looks like the Razork is going to get double crab out of this. Oscar Rinning going in. Ghost has been popped. There's the knockback, and Douglas once again in the right position at the right time. In winter, he was underperforming.
That freeze. Like, the longer Fnatic can hold this, the more pressure there's going to be on the Vitality bot lane. Humanoid is pushing out mid already and will be able to base and TP back soon.
Razork on his way, he's going to land the stun on Hylissang, but once again, Douglas there to match. Hylissang will be the first to fall, though. Douglas trying to get the resets off. Kazi going in. Razork escaping on a sliver. Spectral Maw finds the stun on Noah. Kazi puts the spears in again, and the last one is enough. Vitality cracking open.
Yeah. And Fnatic knows that they are on, you know, on the Void Grubs. Video is still moving down, trying to catch them off guard. Hawkshot comes in a little bit late, and they might get something here.
The charm going down, but there's a mixed focus here. Noah the first target. Jun could have been targeted down as well. Hylissang still able to survive. And I think it's kind of what you said. They knew that Douglas was on the top side.
Razork was moving out of base, and just an easy advantage really now. They're up almost 1.5k gold. Razork secures the dragon, of course, being able to catch safely on the turret, having TP advantage, so Fnatic would be able to get the dragon essentially for free.
The fight continues though. Exhaust down onto Jun. Kazi's so low. Humanoid has a bunch of spears in him, but there's not enough, and the inner flame connects. Vitality, it wouldn't be them without a little bit of too much greed. Humanoid gets a double as Photon was trading with Oscar down towards the bottom side. Flash Spectral Maw, is it enough with the Heartbreaker? Douglas takes it. Noah and Razork on the chase though. Chain of Corruption a possibility here as Photon takes a little bit of a chip. Douglas and Photon, how do you escape such precarious situations? Heartbreaker away. There's the stun. Chain of Corruption shut down to Razork. Charm goes wide from VTO. And that's all for all. A good trade for Fnatic.
I'm standing here trying to analyze what's happening, and while my brain is working, people...
100%, especially since Vitality are the longest range composition as the arrow goes on to Hilly. He's just short of the dredge line. Kazi, the first target. Hilly able to escape with the Fate's Call, pulled into the dead body of his AD carry. Razork trying to trade back in as VTO dashes forward with the Spirit Rush. Douglas now 3-1 as he takes another, and a knock back onto Humanoid, trying to get the damage down, but the shutdown for Hylissang. Douglas possesses another soul. Looks the focus resolve out 2-for-1 in exchange. Listen, Callista into this bottom side river. Oscar Rinning should be able to take this tower. Even though Razork was spotted on the ward, he did his job. Walked up here. As this tower will fall. You get more mites spawning out of Shelly the more grubs you have. So because you have 6.
They're in this place with this 700 gold advantage, being part of most kills in the river early to gain control for his team. And Jun, whew.
He just pulled out with the all-out Heartbreaker. Good follow-up here. There's the shutdown. Douglas going to possess the Ashe now. Noah exhausted. Kazi low. VTO takes the kill exchange by Noah. Now down towards the bottom side of the fight. VTO's going to Spirit Rush forward. Photon very low. Ragnarok comes out. And Ragnar rolling through. Vitality is Oscar Rinning. Douglas forced down. Razork flashes forward. Oscar gets 2. And in a fight that looked great for Vitality, Fnatic come out on top with those inner flames. Game basically even. 19 minutes in. We're having a killer minute. Hylissang looking for the hook. Jun has flash. Noah burns his. Enchanted Crystal goes wide as the Chain of Corruption does land. Hylissang with a focus inner flame on him. Means that he's going to have to be pulled back with the Fate's Call, but Razork is ripping. Razork, in fact, is ripping through Douglas. Fnatic.
They won't, at least they're hesitating. And by the time they actually make up
heard
their
you.
minds, it might be a little bit too late to respond.
Down to 1,000, as you say. Fnatic get it, and now Vitality on the retreat. Lezang forced away. Photon pops the Pathmaker, but he can't find a way to go. Noah now gets another kill to his name. Week2 has to pop the Spirit Rush to get out. And the gold is just ballooned. Fnatic, after being 2k down in the early recurve, trying to get towards that terminus, but Vitality's jungle littered with wards. Oscarinin forced away here. Hook going in from Hillsang. There's the depth charge as well. Ragnarok available for Oscarinin, I believe. Hasn't popped it yet, and the shutdown over to Douglas. Big gold in the pockets of the Viego. Has a Sundered Sky Kraken Slayer combination.
Now, back in my days, you play really aggressive on the side lane as the top laner. When the enemy team comes to kill you, you get a lot more on the other side. And if that was Oscar's intention, I mean, he's like, guys, I'm gonna run it down like Huni did back in the day. And they get, you know, bot turrets, they get mid turrets, I could respect it, but he was just a little bit too early and got caught for absolutely no reason.
But Douglas just gets caught in the mid lane, was hit with an Enchanted Crystal Arrow into the Chain of Corruption. Hillsang looking for more, but Humanoid's on the flank now. TP coming in by Vitality. Kazi trying to dodge his way around the fight. Humanoid should be able to take him out, but can't hit the inner plane. The charm, though, connects. And Fnatic, once again, we're looking for the fight. I think the Huni enters the whole team into.
And as you can see, they force the objective immediately. Vitality might even decide to just give it up because, well, you know, it's just a Cloud Soul. Who cares? Week2 keeps getting caught in the exact same position. Not really learning from his mistakes, but hey, at least he has ult up again because at this point in the game, our ult basically doesn't have a cooldown.
Or something. I will say, like, it's a couple of times we've seen teams just say, I mean, it's both times it's been Vitality, obviously not want to play for an objective, and then just go through it anyway. Like, VTO just steps too far forward. The arrow, great. Pathmaker from Photon. He's now locked up. Like, why is Douglas it? Do you think you can trade into 4 people, Douglas? He was just covering, but Photon takes the kill. So it's Cloud to take it. It's VTO splitting in the top lane. As the tower does fall, Vitality giving up.
Especially having this Cloud Soul at this point with Olaf and Volibear just running down the position, puts them in a very good situation. Now, forcing Baron immediately. This time Vitality has to respond. There's no way you're going to give up Baron for free.
Like, what? How did this sequence happen? What? You've played in games where this has happened. I remember World's Finals 2018. Really? I remember Athens 2019 as Hilly dies. I remember these plays where you just seem to get outplayed on the map. What is going through your mind as a losing team in that sort of situation?
Well, that's the thing, right? I feel like Fnatic hasn't even done anything crazy or extraordinary. It's like Baron spawns. Of course, Fnatic is naturally going to move there to self-control. Dragon spawns, they're going to move there to self-control. And you know, at least when they gave up the Dragon, Vitality got a lot on the top side. But then, from that point on, Fnatic have just gotten so much for free, and Vitality just don't seem very prepared.
Another great example of it. It's discount day in the top lane as Photon's just caught out. He was trading with Humanoid for days, but Oscar just walks across. Vitality, a man down as Hilly obviously was dead, are trying to defend this mid lane. It's 3v3 now. No one has the Chain of Corruption and the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. But Fnatic are just playing the map better. Kazi caught with the arrows. He dashes into it. The Martial Poise. Still had the flash. Didn't have time to dash out. Noah's going to get taken out by Douglas, but already VTO's fallen as well. And the Wolves descend. Fnatic descend. And down descend Vitality into their graves. Fnatic get the ace. 4 members left alive. This might just be game.
The crazy part is that with these 2 comps, Fnatic are naturally going to outscale Vitality. And if the game is near even at this point, they're just going to beat them and destroy them. But Vitality freely let them get everything, freely let them get to this point. And because Fnatic just kept getting picks over and over and over, Vitality just lose the game.
As well, when you have double AD carry, when you really put value in spacing,
maybe they do feel comfortable enough to just try and push them off the spot side tower.
Cleanse available for Hunt if he walks back in. The Whirling Death was used to clear the way as we're making reach maximum capacity topside. Yike and Broken Blade are now going to become a duo as Odoan may push this out. He has Ghost available, but Wind becomes Lightning. Should tag him down. There's the Ghost looking for the knockup flash. Ulti, jump back in. Broken Blade first blood. As clean as that, and a great punish from G2.
Yeah, big pickup for the kill onto BB. He's going to be in a great spot. He wants to try and operate in the game. And even here, right, like, Patrick and Iganar have had several moments where they pushed in a bot. We haven't seen them link up with Peach to try and get vision in that bot side jungle of G2. So it makes it easier for Peach to go, hey, Yike isn't here, I can actually go and clear my camps, but they want to fight.
Is this coordinated? This time a little bit more. CC chains up. Mickey X is taking the damage, though, as Caps jumps in the back line with Yike. I mean, G2 have already traded this off. It's a first kill for GiantX, but Jackie's now has to get out. Patrick has to get out. It's a catch-in for Hans Sommer. And now running for his life, scared. It's Ignar with a flash out as well. Caps has got this lockdown in the bag. Jackie's, you're up next as he crashes away. G2 have just picked up 4 kills. Make that 3, excuse me.
And
now following through, I mean, Odo Amne has to get something, doesn't he? But Jackie's is about to die. He's burning down, flash away from Caps. Jackie's lucky to be alive. But G2 just gave kills over to Hans Sommer. And the early game is off.
And they got top tower, and you're starting to get damage from BB up there as well. Hey, Odo trying desperately to make something happen here. Hans Sommer.
But every time he catches an axe, he can press W again. He has to flash away, though, as Odo is too close to comfort, and Jackie's just teleported for this.
Yeah, he's still got the Maokai, though, moving down onto the spot side as well, so may have a numbers advantage here for GiantX if they want to try and go for a dive, or at least try and force a second dragon for themselves. So nicely done in response from GiantX of what had been a bit of a disaster of a play when they went for that initial fight.
I'm looking at a Dagger, and I'm saying at least you get the turret, that's good. But they're still down 3,000 gold
Mickey,
and a bit. Mickey, are you so fine? Well, the level 7 Rel, probably not. He's just dead. They're trying to give it to Jackie's. They do so successfully, and that is some gold back on. But again, is that BB about to get in a turret?
Yes, he just took the tier in this fight for the majority of it. Currently getting eventually does dive in to get the finish off on towards Mickey, but means that you're now in the thick of things. Hans Sommer's able to get a ton of damage off and just in not really under pressure. Again, yeah, they're going. Caps is no flash.
He is isolated as well. Nature's Grass going to get a double root down as Caps tries to get damage on his way out, but he's helped out. There's not enough damage to follow through on this mid laner of G2 as the Magnet Storm is in melee range, but look, GX going into a choke. They've got to shut down. That's the start, but the problem is Hans Sommer's now here. Whirling Death 2.0 gets yet another catch in as he runs on in, but going into melee probably ain't it. Hans just lets that lie, and I'm just confused what happened.
BB didn't show up, so you had 5 members of GiantX.
Again, but BB, what is happening in his side lane? He's just playing PvE this game. And as he gets another inner turret, about 30 seconds, but as Herald gets started, no contestation anymore from G2. They lost a little bit in the progress of it. Never mind, Dagda, don't listen to me. It's happening, isn't it?
I mean, it's a 2-on Jax. They want to try and play off of that. And GiantX, where are you going to go?
Hans Sommer has to walk up, though, remember, as he engages there. Magnet Storm's great. BB with a triple stun as well. There's good CC, but they need the damage to get in as now. Hans Sommer starts firing away, is jumping in. Yike does the same, and BB, it's just that unstoppable, isn't he? No one's been able to walk up to him. No one's been able to talk to him. And GiantX, a small passage of play that looks good, but then G2 start from Patrick. Look at what GiantX just used, some big tools there to get into the fight, as now the Whirling Death to poke them on the side as well. Caps is running into Jackie's. A dangerous prospect is now for Ignar, the stand beside, gets him away, and Broken Blade sends him afar. It's another great stun as nobody knows what to do when it comes to the Broken Blade Inquisition. Jackie's, he's going to be doing some damage, but as
he's still alive!
He's still damn alive! You just can't stop him.
The fact that BB survives that is absolutely just that Dragon objective. And G2, they just say, we don't really care about it right now. Like, this isn't a win condition from us insofar as just denying it from you. And then Jackie's tries to make the play into Caps, but ends up just baiting the rest of his team in. And
10K, and almost half of it is just from this top lane. And I mean, that came off one gank, and then BB just playing the map better. I mean, Broken Blade went... Holy moly, I thought that was a Whirling Death to add in, but no, as BB just ignores Odoamne. That's the Udyr damage, and this is what happens when Udyr doesn't get too much in the game.
100 Sky proc, and his health is all back. Oh, it's miserable. G2 going to get top tower as well, and now Odo's got to abandon mid entirely, because I think G2 might just try and collapse on it, but I mean, there goes Inhibitor.
One more pick, Dag. This game's over. This game feels over right now. We know it really is. For GiantX, as they sit in their base and quiver, BB is dealing with 2, now 3.
Is the only reason, realistically, G2 were able to come out of what was a bit of a messy early game, at least get Hans Sommer some early kills as well.
I think, yeah, that's an important point to note. Like, again, that one individual helps cement as we get an engage from GiantX in front of their base. They do find the pick onto Caps. That's a good start as Exhaust onto Yike might set up for another Bramble Smash, slows things down, but the Whirling Death zones him out as Mickey X gets sent away. That was Jackie's ult as a flash from Yike. Saves him for the win despite with the re-engage with the Magnet Storm. Mickey, oh, damn you fine! line. Broken Blade jumps into the back line while Jackie's is doing a bit of work himself, but Mickey survives thanks to Yike, and Broken Blade makes sure no man is left standing in the rest of the fight. Triple kill, that'll become a quadra eventually, and Broken Blade, you beauty. If you don't get MVP, I won't be here next game.
Everyone vote for Hans Sama for MVP. Broken Blade, absolutely take a bow. Fantastic performance, and G2 will be able to clean this one out against GiantX.
How easy was that? As you said, a little bit messy at times, but we know G2 for that in the regular season. But for BB, we see why this man is touted as one of the best in EU. At times like that, he is unbeatable. And for G2 at 5-1, now standing with Fnatic, you can say the same about them.
To be a little bit more self-sufficient in these fights, which could work out pretty well for Finn, honestly, if he can find some of these things. And Rogue don't really know how to try and play around it. And traditionally, we've seen this. Actually, I'm going to go off at this point.
What will they do with the lead here? That's the question, isn't it? Because if the dive comes through, at least a setup for Rogue need to pull the trigger. We want to see decisiveness as Super flashes away and outplays Marcoon. This dive going pear-shaped, so at least flashes as well. Comp is out of there. Oh no, that ain't good to kick off the game.
The flash on the win becomes lightning from Super was huge. Might even get the, yes, there it is.
Stretch line, zap from long range and now getting excited. Super, go in, brother, who cares?
Oh, the spacing.
Comp runs up and you're right, the spacing makes all the difference. A double kill. Dagda, I told you this morning in the LP. Lost in bot side and trying to get a hold back in this early game for Rogue.
Yeah, I think Marcoon at least will get one Void Grub here, just because you get that earlier spike. You get like 5 more AD, but 5% less attack speed, but that works out for Lucian, who wants to be a spell slinger. He has to be alive for it.
In a straight line, Dagda Cataclysm on top won't save his life either. At melee range, Eljoya still somehow gets the kill with Super's ulti, but it's a kill nonetheless. As Frescowi versus Larson through mid through a low mana bar might be there, but Wind becomes lightning again. Frescowi flashes away from Marcoon.
Terror, but I think Mirwin kind of aware of that. He's actually just placed a ward into his tri-brush on the top side, and now you're in a position where Rogue are behind, and there's 4 members of Madeline's Koi here.
But Depth Charge makes it a proactive play, and Charm might miss there as Marcoon is absorbing damage, but Dredge Line for the re-engage. Alvaro maybe didn't want that. Flashes over the wall, but where's the full engage? Oyoe starts it off, 3-man Cataclysm, and the resets start flying for both Frescowi and Super, who is untouched on the backside, and cleaning them up. Rogue in a blink of an eye, take another fight, and it's 7-0. It is getting worse.
Madeline's Koi were just waiting for Super to get excited off that bot lane turret. He was slowly chipping his way down, and Madeline's were just waiting for that moment to pounce, and just as they're about to finish it off, Alvaro kicks it off with the hook, and it's an easy pick.
The rest of the map. Not like he was winning the lane, but I mean, TF is inflated. I think Finn can kill him, because it is Cassante waiting for the gold card that will come through. That gets the stun up, but wait for this knock back. Auto, dead, yep. In Finn, they believe.
Oh, it's an absolute disaster. The one place, at least, well, sorry, I should say for Rogue, massive pick.
That Mad are going to be taking shortly, so Herald just taken over. And it's really nice to see from Mad Koi. This early aim is fantastic.
Rogue want to try and contest this position right now.
Try and get some gold back. Remember, I think objective bounties, yes, they are still up, so Finn will be able to get some gold back as Charge doesn't get the turret in full combat to cleanse away. Almost caught out with Frescowi, hovering over a charm as well, but as we said, Finn's going to get this turret topside. So, gold goes back down just a little bit. Under 4K now, that's something, but it is Dragon Soul stack.
So, now Madeline's Koi, they're running onto the bot side to catch Mirren.
Yeah, he's just running. Where is he going? Dredge line. It's a bait. It's a ruse. Depth charge is good. Shockwave's a 3-man though, but where's the damage? Shutaway follows through. That's great, but Super is full HP, firing from afar. Now that Finn comes in though, it could change the state of the game as Rogue may have found a miracle fight with the culling onto Alvaro, followed up by Larson, shut down. That's a start. Mirwin with the gold card, doesn't get flashed on, and Frescowi instead with the Spirit Rush and the Charm, kiting it back, but Mirwin's dead. Next, look, I hate to say it, but Finn is a genius.
Overextension from Madeline's Koi on the bot side, and now Frescowi, we salute you, has to go over the wall, just about able to escape away, but Rogue, they collapsed perfectly on that bottom side. I was about to say, look, Dragon started, there is no deep...
Solo kill, that was an opening. And for Mad, will complimenting how clean they were. That was another great thing. But then Finn shuts all that down, casts the curse, and now Super's doing the same. Mad, you are so far ahead, and you've just given another shutdown over to this first pick, Orianna. Rogue, they still have Orianna, they have Cassante frontline. There is still really good wombos to watch throughout this mid-game too.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is going to come down to the flank opportunities.
Hello. Speaking of one, there it is. Super Mega Death Rocket does damage. Larson now caught out. And you know what? It doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter, Dagda. Someone's going to get caught. And this time it's Larson.
Yeah, it was considering flashing over the wall, but ended up spotting out mid. We get mid tower, we get Dragon, we get Soul. This seems like a great trade for us.
Seems like a smarter move. I mean, yeah, opening up mid as well. Great when you have TF on your side. So as Mad pushed that through, Dragon in 20 seconds. Bling's there too. A Super had to burn double summoners, Dagda. I just saw that. No summoners for the Jinx. Not how you want to start a fight.
Sets up beautifully for Finn, though. If he can get on towards Super, there's no way for Super to try and escape. That's why Madeline's quite trying to spread out, looking for Arson.
Good charm starts it off. He's going to be exhausted, jumped on, and maybe Frescowie brings it back as Elyoya puts him in the dome once again. Marcoon zoned out, but we're looking on the side. They're all going after Comfort for Mad Koi. They're playing a bit of front to back, but Finn just jumps in yet again, but this time gets dropped on down because Super keeps getting a reset, but an Aqua Prison saves the fight to a partial amount, but Destiny re-rolls us back in, and for Mad, they still win it out regardless. So many tools burn to try and get on the backside. That as Marcoon runs away, it's still those solo lane plays that bring it into fruition. Marcoon gonna get charmed up, he can't move. And Frescowie, I think you might be the hero that Mad Koi needed.
And that was the problem. Rogue knew that they didn't have the vision in that bot side jungle to try and face check it, so instead they try and
force a bit of damage again on this AD carry that might open things up to move into River.
TP though from Frescowie in behind. You've already got Elyoya in the flank. They're trying to root Rogue out of mid lane.
He's gonna do it again, isn't he, Dagda? He's gonna do it again from the angle. He just goes over, ignores Marcoon. What is a fox to a man with a long spear? Absolutely nothing as a double for Super. And you know what, with Jinx in this angle, even after a good shockwave, it's still Penta o'clock, Dagda. I don't care about that, Orietta. I don't care because Super's unleashed. It's fire again. Taking all the quadra. Super's still alive. And Mad Koi makes sure we ain't doubting them anymore in this game.
If Comp had just a
positions on the map. And for Rogue One and Fire, I mean, it's looking like it is in winter, isn't it?
Finn. Look at this one.
Point us.
Look at this one. Look at Finn on the back line. Okay. He's trying to get the massive flank right down. So he hasn't been spotted by any wards. Can he actually get onto Super here, though?
This is the journey flank. Yes, he is, because Destiny exists. He's by himself, but tanky enough for the time being. The flank turns into a cataclysm. He gets out of it, jumps back in, but a dredge line re-engage with the tidal wave. Beautiful. Okay, that's a start, but Elyoya jumps back in. And again, Super's range, unbeatable, even with Marcoon finding them away. It won't matter. Miwin in the front line as well. Just another 80 carry threat. As Mad Koi do one thing very, very well. They charge in, and they don't stop. Finn is a triple, and Mad Koi are aligned. We once again hear the roar. We finally warm this game up to the point where Mad are unstoppable. And as Rogues sit in the base, dead and watching, Mad finally get a bit of a charge in this split and won't be defeated today. That's what they want to do.
Yeah, I think the problem, though, is that, like, I know a lot of people are going to discuss at the moment, it's like, you want damage with fine. Isma, though, going to spot out Bo here. Has the support of Niski.
Do the KC fans know what's coming? Or is there anything coming at all? Niski, level 6 here, he's moving down. I mean, they think Bo's run away, but he runs back in brush. It's a bit of a fake here. The root up, the flash up, the fear's out as well. Niski is going to shove on the spot. It saves his life, but with the spiraling death on Isma, the damage has already been done. Bo now chasing up. He gets a root up, and Isma, with no flash from before, is exposed. Yes, the fans knew what was coming. It was the first. Isma getting caught out. I mean, Dagda, that flash before hurts him so much from getting caught out towards this Dragon side of the map.
Bot lane, so we're going to be able to move over. All the ultimates are back up and available, so not a huge amount Karmine Corp can do to contest this. Even the reset coming through from is just a little bit awkward to operate when it comes to the later game fights, when you just look at how easy the front to back is for SK.
But Hextech Soul's about to be used really well. Chaining Corruption starts to stop, but Bo's in this flank. Quickness is there. Good Renata ult in the backside, but SK still has to flash away as the Heartbreaker in. He's going to be reset though. One more kill. No! It's not there. It's a trade kill in the end as Isma comes to save the day. But Upset does pick up the kill, and KC still regardless gets some gold.
Isma's doing a really good job of just sitting on this bot lane, making sure he's always in a position for when Bo wants to go for this. And Doss,
it's not done yet. Doss is just hidden away here. Targamas was backing away, but the handshake brings them into each other. Esma going to try his hand. He still has flash available. Bramble Smash does damage, but here's Niski. The wall falls short, but at least he's here. Upset walks to Tara while Targamas has got nowhere to go. He's going to try and juke this out as the sapling helps out on that regard. No Hexscape for you. Niski with his first kill, and SK with a great sneaky play.
Nicely done by Doss to sit up here to go for this contest, and I just don't think they're really in a position to go for it. They're very separated, and Targamas already taking a lot of damage.
But Cabo, the ulti's coming through, the unstoppable onslaught, runs in, doesn't hit Isma, but ends it early as they go for the engage. Isma onto the back line straight away. Seiken is taking the poke damage, and Casey, the health bar's getting low, but the side's being shoved back. Left out by Doss's ulti is just what the doctor ordered. Cabo runs over the wall, lucky to survive, but no longer. Exit kick cleans up, and I didn't know Legolas arrived on the rift when SK decided to take that fight.
Hey, Karmine.
Doctor, so that's, you know, a very good quality.
Gifted the Gab as well. Man's got it all.
Yeah, he does. Anyway, this shouldn't be a complimentary medic session. He's not here to absorb it as Seiken. He's just stuck in between some rocks. Niski's hit everything. Spiraling Despair, though, is good as Niski goes through the rotation. Seiken just has to stand there. Gets a bit of a fear, though. Wait, flush away just in case, as now the rest of KC are here to trade. A kill over to Bo. Indeed it is. As Herald gets struck down in the meantime, Isma, good driving. That was a little bit close for comfort. Mid turret's going to go down as well, so overall, an SK victory.
Wasn't sure how much of his driving skills Isma wanted. Not having all those tiers stacked is such an issue here for Seiken, because, look, Niski goes incredibly low, but watch the shield as it comes up here. Just helps him that little bit more, but we're back to live.
Let's fight once again. Nature's Grass up and available from Isma. Dragon does go down, no poke there. The Nature's Grass flies through as Irrelevance on a flank for KC. They're running out towards their turret, and I mean, SK used some resources to get here, but KC, a greedy place to back, almost punished by Irrelevant. Luckily, he didn't have flash available.
Where's Doss off to? Doss is on a...
He's on a quest.
Yeah, I mean, he's on a bit of a spring walk, you know? Yeah. Might find himself over towards X-Kick and maybe onto Cabo Shard here as well.
There is good damage from X-Kick. Remember, Blade of the Ruined King, he's able to penetrate through, but it might be the turret that's their true intention, especially with the grubs picked up. But hang on, Chain of Corruption follows through. Cabo has the ulti out, but Hail of Arrow stops him. A second time that X-Kick has been the bane of Cabo Shard's existence.
And I like the call from Doss. It was like, hey, look, I can either come in behind and we can cut them off. I've got the ultimate to make sure the Karmine Corp can't escape, or just rotate mid. Yeah. And you are playing this on-hit Varus, so percentage health damage is exactly what you're bringing to the table. And against Cabo Shard, they get the play, they get the kill, now they get the bot lane tower as well. SK playing out the map so much better than Karmine Corp right now.
And SK with it, I mean, it's a second turret going down here.
Instead, they're having Isma trying to cover up to this top side. Should be able to get here just in time, but yeah, they'll be able to get the dragon either way. Just not going to be the jungler who ends up smiting this objective.
Easily done. Cabo sees it after the fact. I mean, Niski does have good damage here. He's just picked up the Rabadon's death cap. Maybe relevant if we see that fight play out a little bit more as TP's going to be committed. Seiken has no turret to lean on. Bo's nearby, but with Nature's Grasp sending out the call, Seiken has to zone back into the Renekton. He flashes away, but he is going to die in an instant with Titanic Hydra. And the fact that Niski gets the shove back. Cabo also teleported in, but to his death, he ults out, but gets stopped by Isma, flashes away from Chains of Corruption. And again, X-Kick, even without lethality, point where they gave away a lot of control and a lot of speed of this game over to SK, as now they're trying to bring it back. I mean, for KC, onto Isma, will it happen? Cabo zones off the rest of KC, holding the choke as Isma's just isolated. Nature's Grasp is out, Twisted Advance follows through as Upset gets poked down the backside. Spiraling Despair not bad, but as Irrelevant teleports in, he's about to crunch. KC move into a choke, he stands by himself, Isma almost dies, and Irrelevant didn't get the memo. He just went in by himself. He's like, guys, where are we? As Cabo is queuing the wrong way. KC running for their life as the hostile takeover flies through. We are definitely trying to set up an angle with a 2-level lead over Isma. It's the target onto Cabo Shard. The Spiraling Despair is popped on Irrelevant. He's front-lining for the time being, but as he absorbs the damage, now to re-engage, comes from Cabo mid-ult, he dies! And now Targas is like, hey bro, I've got to make the engagement. Do KC want him to? Because SK with numbers advantage have once again found something in a fight. Onto Baron as a threat, there's still a ward in pit.
Karmine Corp would much rather have SK, because there's no Blasco. There's no real way for Bo to get in here easily. He's back in base, and SK will tear this apart thanks to the Varus and the Talia. So Targum is spotting out that they're doing it, but I don't even know if Karmine Corp can really contest this afterwards. Upset, separated from his front line.
It should be smited down here, should be smited down, and it is indeed. Upset with no steal. And SK pick up the Baron here in this game. I mean, also, Seiken teleported for this after the fact. So as Bo comes back in, remember, he's got nothing available. He just walked into a Renekton. He's shoved back, and the Nature's Grasp sends the Ents out again. The hostile takeover at max range. It's a Twisted Advance that follows Targa all the way. KC, why are you trying to fight this? As Bo runs for his life. SK, the same. They want to keep going, Dagda.
I mean, Cabochard's out. Exit pushed him out, and now Bo is in trouble.
He's got a Relevant by his side. Bo's on the wrong side of dodge. KC being zoned out by 3 members. Cabo's in, but he's a stone's cold away from getting destroyed as well. Bo's just trying to run them around. And that was mistake after mistake. Bo just decided to make it more interesting, I guess.
How much wave clear, upset, and Arsaken are able to bring to this. You can see not quite getting to the tower as easily as they'd like, but should be able to whittle this down eventually.
Good route, decimating smash follows through. Relevant back into the ulti. Spiraling Sped doing work though, but doesn't kill Irrelevant. He's burning down, but a seismic shove comes through. Cabo's now in fear as well as Niski. About to go into that passive, but no, not even letting him do that. Dos kills Targa, and the cannon kills the topside turret. Dagda, 6k gold lead. It hasn't come out of nowhere. It has been SK who have delivered it with some good map decisions as Bo onto Niski. Now might find one himself. Niski with the shot back has to flush away. Bo at least redeeming himself a little bit here as Nature's Grass tries to zone off, but Cabo and Bo are isolated. Irrelevant is taking on the world, but I think the world wants to fight back. Again, he's by himself too. These top laners don't like being with anyone, Dagda. And as Cabo now stands there strong going, I am the one who knocks. KC with numbers are trying to move into Dragon and make it their sole point too.
I mean, the top laners really want it to be an island, but they don't really realize they actually do need the help of people. But KC now, get pushing mid. Dragon is up in 15 seconds, and Irrelevant doesn't have TP. So this could actually be Karmine Corp denying Hextech Soul, which would be massive for SK. Now, they still have a long way to go to try and like bring this. Little things like this are giving that moment to Karmine Corp where they can try and fight back.
I mean, we're also talking about a 3-item Zion. This Varus, Chain to Corruption, Niski pick potential, but upset, free firing in a fight. Maybe important. Dagda doesn't like this because as the handshake comes through, Bo might be caught out, but it could be a bait. Dos now in the middle, but no saving grace. X-Kick also. SK have overstepped in the jungle. Isma comes in a little bit late, but Bo as he hits Niski on the side, won't be able to 1v1 this Talia. He needs to run. He thought he could take him on as the Severing Bolt flies from downtown. Saken, a bit of underground.
The vision that is there, but will get spotted, I think, in just a moment as he crosses over that ward. There he goes, yeah.
Some pings went down. I mean, they're pinging around the area, but it could be a big, I mean, Bo again charging forward, handshake there. There's good poke damage, but it's again the hostile takeover that sets it up. Dos kills Bo, and it was all perfectly done. The execute front to back. SK just bided their time, and they knew at some point KC would make a mistake. Target better late than never, but is it really? He runs in with the quickness, but it really feels like the slowness out of KC that bite them in the back.
There was no need for Bo to go in there. Tries to get the stun into Isma, and he goes, great, I just twisted advance. Gets around his own stun, sets it up for Bo, and now SK, a little bit unhealthy, but still very strong in this mid lane. Should be able to crack the turret.
The average daily Swiffer cam to see the stress on this man. How much is the therapy bill? We can ask that in a post-game interview. For now, SK, they run through mid. I mean, Dagda, look at the death timers. Bo's up in 5 seconds. With the health bars, this is so risky. His Targamas just gets exploded. Never mind. Cabo needs to run in. He ultis in at melee ranges. Now here comes Bo for the final base defense for SK. But as he flashes away, SK still remain alive. They need a reset on this Viego. But as 5 members walk away, they now realize it could be hard as Isma close to dying. But the handshake and the auto attacks are still too much. Bo is running, but still as the TP comes through, Dagda, surely not.
It's Cabochard who's coming in behind him, doesn't have the ultimate, he just wants to try and corral them in.
But if Niski gets a combo, I mean, Bo will die, as you said. Upset rolls on in, SK still alive. Niski, what? What are you doing? Niski flashed over the wall! Berserk are they? Bo still dies. I mean, Dos is trying to carry this, but Niski just ran it.
But Saken, what can you do here? He's got Cabo in the front line. Execute, flashes away.
Flashed away, okay. This bottom lane that we criticize are actually the saving grace. Chains of Corruption, Cabo's dead. He's dead again. Exekick is kicking him over and over again. Look at him, man. He's molding from one Australian to another. Brother, I feel the pain as KC get a kill on the back end. And I don't think any of us disagree with that facial expression.
Karmine Corp, and then Bo ends up super low, so Relevant could flash over the wall to take him out, and then Saken able to follow through here, so it's just this slow, but we're still going to go. This is Soul, this is the fight, and Bo goes in!
Like, what have I got to lose? Handshake in, he's going to go unstoppable, actually might find a reset, and Bo, maybe this time works out with the hostile takeover again, has been fantastic, but now with a reset, Bo's in, Soul given over. That That is forever. Yeah. Wow,
But
that is
Baron's up
very
as well.
That's very tempered for KC's coaching stuff.
He really needs to be with the team here. I think he's kind of realized as well. He's going to start to work out towards the objective as well.
Where's the charging angle? That's what I want to know at 5k. I mean, Hextech Soul is there so he can get onto the rip, but at 3k, Baron's going to go down. Now you need a smite. They get a KC. Back in the game, maybe is the root out. Upset gets them all! The Featherless Flyers Upset now cleans out, and I have been waiting for a KC team fight for 5 freaking years, it feels like. And we finally got it!
There's a wave on bot side. Taken could TP to the wave. They could immediately start to try and go for this bot lane play. Not going to go for it at the moment. A little bit worried that maybe SK could try and match up, but...
Oh! Dagda! We got a team fight!
I don't know if it ends the game, though. I think we're going to keep going.
All right, why not?
Okay, so wall coming through from Niski. Wants to make sure you can stop the minions from getting up here. Will delay a little bit. So shouldn't be the end of the game. Will only just be an inhibitor. But still, Karmine Corp in control here with Soul.
Right.
Oh wait, they're just going to go for the end.
I mean, yeah, they're going to try at the very least.
15 on
Taking off the
execute.
headset, 10 seconds for Isma. Good shove back for Casey. What a win it would be, but again, Dos may have saved it. One turret still standing as Bo looks for his resets, but again, the hostile takeover has kept the game going. That reset's great, but again, it's only Niski as now Isma's joined in onto Bo under turret. Cabo's taking up for the time being, but Bo has to get out of there. Cabo flushes at the game. He gets interrupted. Bo's dead. The game goes on, and what is now going to be?
I don't think it does. I don't think the game will go on.
Wait, is it
SK,
gonna? No.
they're going to try and stop the backstick and go for the end. They just need to run it up the mid lane, stop the super creeps. They've got time.
No. X-Kick's going to die him, maybe. Is there enough damage? I mean, Cabo can't finish the job. Never mind. Target thought he could. Cabo going into zombie form is at least going to try, but as you said, they're going to run down mid.
Irrelevant's already got the wave. There's only one more super minion wave that's going to keep the Conga out. Targamas needs to try and get away here, but Irrelevant is in his way.
It is a Conga, Dagda. This is a Conga game. Irrelevant decides he's going to break off from the pack, run it down, but in a good way. Seconds up in 5 seconds, Upset in 5 seconds as well.
He needs to get him off.
Hit. SK need to hit in our longest game of the split. The Nexus bare bones. Run forward. They get the kills. And it was close until it wasn't in what is the most bewildering game. One of them